Hello. I don't think I posted a video yesterday, did I? I totally forgot, and I only remembered. I usually do them in the morning, and I can't remember what I was doing instead. And then I only remembered late last night, and I was sitting drinking a beer. And I was like, well, I'm not going to do it now, am I? Can you imagine me making these videos after a beer? That would not be a good thing. All right. Anyway, so, okay, this is from Pearl. It's on the longer side, so get comfy. Hi Tabitha, I began disordered eating in my early teens and then fully recovered at age 21. And I became pregnant with my first child. I didn't have help recovering, I just had something far more important to me, so it kicked the eating disorder out the door and did the opposite. I lived on processed foods and life was great. I really like that sentence. I lived on processed foods and life was great. At age 32 with 5 children, I relapsed. Hard. I lost the weight that I gained in a matter of weeks in response to extreme family and personal trauma, and the eating disorder was triggered. Okay, so I think what she's saying is that it wasn't like intentional weight loss. There was some awful trauma, and that was I often talk about trauma that can be a contributing factor to energy deficit. So this is an example of that. My question is though, I know many people with eating disorders restrict until they are hospitalised and weight never stops dropping. What about women whose bodies seem to find a new set point and becomes the new normal? Is it common for the body to adjust to starvation by trying to stay at a new and different weight? Whether I restrict very harshly or eat a little more of my safe foods, my body seems to have found this new lower weight as its choice point. Therefore, it becomes easy to decide that recovery isn't something I can accomplish because this new weight is now part of me. It's me post-trauma, and I can't separate the new weight from the new me that survived what I did. I wish I could be the me that I was before, but we don't get to make those choices, and my weight seems to agree. If my body likes this BMI now, is it possible that it adjusted to functioning there without much effort? Not only am I still cycling, but I had my 6th child during this relapse by only gaining X amount of weight at full term. My body immediately dropped back to the weight that I am now after the birth. I hate my eating disorder. I hate that happened to me, but also depend on the numbers, rigidity, and the rules to discipline myself and focus my energy because I can't pretend to be who I was before. Thank you for your channel. I watch every day, Pearl. Well, all right, Pearl. So I do think, and so a lot of what I'm going to say, well, actually always is the case. This is based on my experience, not necessarily any kind of scientific stuff that we've got, although some researchers do believe that people with eating disorders can find a new low set point weight. That doesn't mean actually even the people that do believe that don't believe that that is healthy or that you can't gain weight if you really try over that point. So in my experience though, I do think that when your body has been at a weight it can be a low weight for a prolonged period of time, that it can start to function, or it like functions at that weight the best that it can. Now, what you've got to get it out of your head though is that that's healthy. That just means it's like, I don't know, it's like say you've got a job and you are living your life and you've got things like Spotify account and a mortgage, and I know a Spotify account and a mortgage are very different on the scale of like financial commitments, but you know what I'm saying, you're doing stuff. You might buy I don't know, the more pricey food than the Tesco value food, and then you lose your job and you're on the dole and you cancel the Spotify account and you sell the house and you start renting something much smaller and you're buying Tesco value meals. Arguably, you can function at that lower income, right? Sorry, I've still got this cough, it won't go away. Arguably, you can function at that lower income, but is that the healthiest life that you could have? Is that the best life that you could have? No, you're going to try and get a job and function like you did before, with more money coming in. And it sometimes used to help me to think of energy as money. My body had learned to function at this low energy amount that I was giving it, and bless it, it was doing its best. Does that mean that that's the best that my body could be, the most optimally healthy that my body could be? No. Now, I also used to kind of tell people, even if I eat more food, my weight doesn't really go up and stay up. It was complete bullshit, actually. I believed it. I think I believed it for a while, but I proved myself wrong there. You know what, Pearl? If you eat enough food, if you consistently eat enough food, your body weight will go up to where it's supposed to be. I promise you that. And so what you've got to focus on is your mental state, health, and happiness, because I think that the problem that you're having is you're focusing on weight and you're using this, oh, look, I had a kid at a low weight, so you're using this bullshit to justify that a low weight is actually fine for your body and to justify that you're actually healthy. Well, I can tell from reading your email that you're not healthy. Why would you be emailing me a question about having an eating disorder and recovery if you were absolutely fine? You're not recovered. You know that. Recovery is more than its physical and mental state for health. And so you can argue with yourself that your physical health is fine. I'm going to tell you it's not, that you're underweight and your poor body is doing its best, but it could be thriving if you'd actually give it more food. But can you really argue that your mental state is fine? You're telling me that you have all these rules and regulations that you have to fit to in order to live in control. That's not a recovered mental state, is it? And so you've got to make the choice if you actually want to get back to that state of physical and mental recovery where you actually are the person and can be the person that you're supposed to be, or if you're going to sit there and allow your eating disorder to kind of twist it into a much more complicated thing of, well, maybe I'm fine as I am, and maybe this is the person that I'm supposed to be, and all of that crap. Because it is really as simple as eating a lot more food consistently and going against all of the things that your eating disorder brain is telling you. And from my point of view, this is just another story that your eating disorder brain is telling you to stop you from doing the hard work that you need to do of rewiring, eating a load more food, and actually recovering. It's kind of that story of, well, maybe it's all fine like this. Maybe this is the way I'm supposed to be. Maybe this is just me. It's not, is it? Focus on full recovery. You need to eat a lot more food. I'm sure that your body will gain weight if you do that. And you need to find your physical and your mental hunger and respond to that. And rewiring is about doing whatever feels difficult. And so moving towards, I'm going to eat in a challenging way, not I'm going to eat in this kind of safe way that's keeping me in this place. Yeah, so go for full recovery. It's well worth it, I promise. Hope that helps, Pearl. Bye.